Well, hello there, beautiful people. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. So I may or may not have blacked out a little bit for Black Friday and just sort of kind of received everything, and also just got the time to sit down and talk about my splurge. But I did a little bit of online shopping. This is an Ulta box. It's full of a lot of stuff. So we are just doing an old-fashioned beauty haul today. If you are at all interested in watching this video, then please keep on watching. So, like I said, I may have blacked out just a little bit and did some damage to Ulta. And some other places, which I'll get into. I had some gift cards and then a lot of like rewards that you can redeem for cash on Ulta's website. So like I said, I went a little ham, but no particular order. I'm literally just gonna dive like through the box, except I'm gonna like things that I got at Walmart and things that I got at Ulta, and then what I got at Tilbury will all be together, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. How many times have I said that? All right, so I picked up, it's still in its packaging, but I picked up the Soap and Glory Scrub of Your Life. This is amazing. It's basically just a body scrub in a pump tube, which I tend to like these just a little bit better in the shower versus like the screw caps. I do like those, but these are just a little bit easier to maneuver in the shower if you feel me. But this is so good for helping smooth your bumps on your arms if you have like keratosis pilaris, KP, or I like it for my legs. Getting strawberry legs, it helps with not getting that, if that makes sense. I also picked up the Bare Minerals bronzer. This is their Endless Summer bronzer in Faux Tan, and I don't really know why I picked it up. I just have been in the market. I've been in the market for a new bronzer. This is what she looks like. I actually used this today, and I feel like it is just a really natural, nice bronzer. It is a little bit cooler tone, which I really like because it ends up giving a really like natural contour. So and I still have the peely on here. Satisfying, look at that mirror. It's so clean now. But I love this bronzer so much already from what I can tell. I think it's gonna be a really good one to have in my collection. However, I think you could dupe it out, so keep an eye out for that. But it is good. I'm excited to have it. Also got this LA Girl Luminous Glow. This is in the shade Afterglow, and I bought this because I'm a lot of things I got are because I'm trying to find alternatives to high-end products that I have. This is one that I'm testing out to see if it is a good alternative or a dupe. So I'm excited to give this a little run and see if this fits my expectations. So I love this so far. It is just a really nice like glow lotion. It's a cream product. Some like glow lotions are marketed to be like primers to put all over. This is definitely one that I would put in like specific places. Look how pretty that is. It does just blend out so beautifully, and it's very runny. So I feel like using your finger or like, for instance, a stipple brush like this will be really good. But it just leaves a nice like overall luminous finish on the skin. And so I think that's one that you would definitely want to put in directed areas and not just like all over the face. Unless, you know, you just want to be a glow ball, then you do you, sister. I picked up this number 7 Airbrush Away Primer. again, picked this up because I'm trying to find an alternative to a higher end product, and I think I hope that this is going to be one. If not, I have tested this on the back of my hand, and I think it is going to be really promising. It seems to be very just like hydrating, and well, not hydrating, but more so just like natural glowy without being like luminous, if that makes sense. But it definitely is blurring or softening, I should say, and so I think this is going to be a really promising primer anyway. Like, even if it doesn't dupe the product I have in mind, I think it'll still be a good product to have in my collection. I also picked up a travel size of the Instantly, no, that's not it, it's just, that's the marketing. This is the Too Faced lip injections. I love this stuff. It's been a long time since I've owned one of these, and I didn't want to fully commit to a big bottle, just because there's another lip gloss that I really like that is half the price for the travel size, and I think it does basically the same thing. So I just was missing this, and I wanted to give it a try, and with gift card and having a sale, like I had a 20% off coupon and having rewards to redeem, it was a good time to go ahead and scoop that up. I also picked up a lot of lashes because I love false lashes. I love my Flutter Habit lashes a lot, which is more of like a permanent like DIY lash, like lash extensions, but sometimes, you know, I don't want to wear those all the time, and I do just want a good strip lash. But the ones I love that were only I think like $1.55, or no, it was like $5, something like that, for a pack of lashes was from AOA. And I love those lashes so much, but I don't want to put in another order to shop Miss A. So anyway, they were having a really good sale on these lashes, and I wanted to get them. So I went ahead and picked up the Eyelore London Definition false lashes. These are like super big, super voluminous. I'm sorry, I can't. The light you see, it's unavoidable. But anyway, this is, oh, there we go. This is, I think these just look so incredible. They're definitely like Vava Voom. These remind me a lot of my Pure and Raw Beauty Christie lashes, so I'm curious to see if these will be like a good alternative since those were limited edition, and I love them. I hope that these kind of take their place. I mean, not really, but you know what I'm saying. Other ones that I got that are definitely more casual, that is just like, if I don't want to quite like go there, but just like, you know, a little something something, is these Ardell Wispies. These are just the classic Wispies. I love these so much. They're just a classic staple to have in your collection. They're definitely wispy, voluminous. If you were getting like lash extensions, this is what like a hybrid would look like, and they're just so pretty. I love them. And then these are a little bit more, I want to say more natural, but a little bit more that looking like false lash extensions, because they're a little thicker in material, and that's because they are faux mink, and these are the Kiss Lash Couture lashes, their faux mink collection. These are just a little bit fuller, I would say, than the wispy in the sense of like the actual lash itself. They look about the same, but they're just different material for sure. These are definitely like softer. These are more like, I don't know what you would call them. But anyway, I like these lashes equally. I've used both before, and I like them. And they're just a good staple to have in your collection. So I wanted them, and I got them. So what more can I say? I told you guys I was interested in bronzer. I'm in the market for trying new bronzers in my collection. So I picked up this Catrice London. No, not London. Catrice Cosmetics Sungasm Luminizing Bronzer. I love this Sungasm highlighter. And so I was kind of nervous to try this because that is so blinding that I was almost worried that this is also going to be super luminizing. Now, here's the thing. I've swatched it, and I'll swatch it for you here. It is a very luminous, but it's not like sparkly luminous. It's just very lit from within, I guess, kind of, which maybe you don't necessarily want like from a bronzer, but I think luminizing bronzers are so pretty in like spring, summer, especially if you live in like a tropical area or like by the beach. I just thinking looking like super like dewy and fresh all the time is amazing. And sometimes, you know, when you live in the landlocked state and aren't by the beach and you want to just look luminous and glowy and just tan and perfect, stuff like that is awesome. Speaking of luminous bronzers, I also picked up this Revolution bronzer. This is their baked bronzer, and this is in the shade Long Weekend. Okay, here's the thing, really why I ended up getting this one is because I wanted the Milani baked bronzer in Dolce, I think, because somebody, Andrea Mattiliano, said that it was a dupe for the Hourglass ambient bronzer, and I am like pining after that. I don't want to spend the money on an Hourglass bronzer, so I was trying to find like my own alternative, and so that's why I ended up getting both of those. But here is the Revolution. This one is a little bit more cool tone. This is a little bit more warm. This is that Catrice. I think they're both very luminous. They're kind of similar, but I think they would give off very different looks. I especially also from Ulta picked up another primer. This is the XX Revolution. This is a newer Makeup Revolution brand. They only have this online. And I wanted another thing from their line, from the XX line, but they didn't have it. So anyway, this is their Pore Fix Detoxified primer. I think this is going to be a really good primer too. Again, I got it in mind to be an alternative for something else, but gonna test it out, see how that goes. But I still like the number 7 one. I still think it's gonna be a really good primer to have. They were having a sale, Ulta was having a sale on the Buxom Glosses, so I got a backup. I actually haven't had this one in a while, so I got a replacement of the Buxom White Russian. This is their take a break. This is the Buxom Plumping Lip Cream in White Russian. This is like my favorite shade ever. I've loved this. Wow. I have loved this for probably since I was 17, 18. So for quite some time. And it's so good. So just wanted to get that. I also got this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. It's such a good OG mascara, and it was on sale for $10, so I couldn't resist. Even though my Essence Lash Princess, which is like my whole heart, is only $5, I think. Yeah, it's only $5. Urban Decay, I couldn't pass up the $10 because that's a good OG mascara, like for sure. I also picked up a backup of my CoverGirl Micro Fine and Define Brow Pencil because this is like my favorite small tip brow pencil ever. I more prefer like the big fat angle definers, but I definitely love the small tips, and CoverGirl I think has my favorite formula, and I was running low. They were super inexpensive on Black Friday, so I picked up another one. I also picked up a backup of my Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 010 Porcelain for reference. Yes, that's how pale I am. But I love this concealer so much. They actually just released a bunch of new shades that are available on Ulta's website and have quadrillion more on Catrice's website. But I think this is the best shade match for me almost any time of the year, because if I go to shade 15 or 20, it tends to be either too yellow or too pink. And so I just like 10 because I can also mix it in with other concealers that I really like to end up giving me like a good overall shade. And another concealer because I don't know, it was on sale. I couldn't help myself. I've heard good things about the Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. I got mine in the shade 0.5 Neutral for reference. And I've already tried this out. I'm actually wearing it today. And I've got to say, this is such a good concealer. First of all, the packaging I love. I love the doe fit applicator. It reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, especially the way it smells. So I'm not entirely convinced that they're like not the same thing, but I don't have the Urban Decay Naked Skin anymore, so I couldn't compare. But the applicator and the smell of this is like exact, so it's kind of bringing me back to that, but I love it. It's so good. So far, so far. Another thing from Catrice that I got was this Prime and Fine Luminizing Powder. It claims to be waterproof and radiant beige. This just looks like a soft, like, powder. And like, I don't know. I'm curious to see, first of all, if it'll even look good on my skin, because that looks pretty orange right there, and that's not the color I am. But I think this will be really pretty to like diffuse with, let's see, like with a brush, kind of like either like this, not like a full packing like powder brush, but I think diffusing it out will be really pretty. And I think it's gonna give kind of the same effect as in like that luminosity glow as the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder does. And I love that stuff so much. And the dim light is like my OG favorite, and I haven't used it since my wedding because it broke. It's okay, we won't go there. Obviously it still hurts, but I got this because it kind of reminded me of that, and I was like, okay, for $8, or probably it wasn't even that, but Catrice is super inexpensive. I love it. It's one of my favorite brands, like right behind Essence and like Makeup Revolution. So I love Catrice a lot. I have just stuff that I got at Walmart, and then Charlotte Tilbury. I just got 2 things from Charlotte Tilbury. Well, technically 3, but 2 what I purchased for. So I put in an order to Charlotte Tilbury because they were having like 40% off, I think. I was like, okay, I'll put it in. However, they were only doing 40% off of like bundled gift sets that they had bundled, and a lot of things that I wanted were already sold out, and I also couldn't justify spending more than like $100. Even that is like kind of crazy to admit. I think both of these ended up only being like 87 something, but had I gotten another gift bundle, it would have easily been up, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't. So anyway, Charlotte Tilbury, I mean, we know she's expensive. I got this travel size of the Legendary Lashes. Like literally this whole tube is like this size of this of the applicator. Like, we love a sampler. Anyway, I'm excited to just sample that and try it out. But what I really went to get was this set, and this is, I'm pretty sure they called it like the Pillow Talk something. I wanted this, is what I wanted, is the Pillow Talk Quad Luxury Palette, because Jessica Braun loves this thing. I wanted to see if it lived up to the hype, and I swatched it, and I think it does, and I love it, and I'm gonna treasure it. But I will go ahead and say this, I'll open it so we can see what I spent the money on. But I will say, first of all, I do love the packaging. It is pretty bougie and luxury. I don't like the color, but the packaging I like. But, I mean, this is she. It's pretty. It's really basic. It's kind of stupid to spend this much on a quad, especially because I'm like 99% sure I have like a perfect dupe for this, because I already have compared it. That's $5. So was it worth it? Yes. I mean, it's beautiful, and I'll use it. I'll get its money's worth. But would I recommend it to you? Only if you can afford it. Don't go broke over it. Don't choose that over your groceries or your bills or whatever. Okay. And then that set also came with the Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher in Pillow Talk. I have used this also. I will say it's not like my most favorite blush product in the world. First of all, this is gonna sound a bit, this looks like anatomy. Female anatomy or male anatomy. It just looks like anatomy, and I don't like it because it's like, it's just weird, okay? It's just weird. Like, I get it, like this is supposed to be like a highlighter and a blush or whatever, but like, dude, like the baked thing, or I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. This is a very glimmery product, not like glimmery in the sense of like glitter, but it's definitely, let me just swatch it here. It's definitely very, very luminizing and glimmery. That's a terrible swatch. Anyhow, I'll use it. It's definitely one of those, I think it's definitely either you'll use it as like a blush topper, or it'll be good to use as just like a one blush look instead of doing like blush and highlighter. If you're just like simple, easygoing gal, or you just want a simple, easygoing look, then I think that'll be a perfect, just like sweep it all over on the cheek, and then boom, you're done and you look gorgeous and glowing. And it's pretty. I mean, it's a very nice natural color, but if you don't want to like glow everywhere, then I'd kind of like, you probably wouldn't like it. Okay, then I went to Walmart and I picked up a few things just because I was interested. I also got this skin, no, I didn't get it because I dropped it. You gonna share it? No, because you drop things. From Profusion Cosmetics, this is the Feel Good Skin Long Wear Skin Perfector Foundation. I picked up mine in the shade Fair One, Warm Yellow. Y'all, this is like a perfect skin match. Can I just say, like, shade match? It is perfect for right now. I'll probably end up wanting to go a shade or two darker as spring and summer are approaching us, just because I do tend to tan up a little bit. But anyway, I really do enjoy this so far. It's my first time using it, so I can't give a whole lot, but this does claim to be medium to full coverage. It gives off a natural satin finish, which I will say I agree with. And then it is marketed with having hyaluronic acid in it as a ingredient, which I gotta say, as I've gotten older, I have realized that I rather just go ahead, drop it again. Okay. Anyhow, I will say, as I've gotten older, I do like fuller coverage, like medium to full coverage products that are more hydrating and that have that natural satin skin finish versus like matte. I have noticed that, especially as I've gotten older, I've taken better care of my skin since, you know, my teenage years. No, we're done. We're just gonna end the video there, because apparently I don't care to show you products because I keep dropping them. Okay. Another foundation I got is one that I actually have never tried, but everybody and their brother, their sister, their uncle, their dog talked about it back in the day, and I never got it because when I was younger, as I was just saying, I had acne, like bad acne prone skin. And so I wanted to cover all of it up all the time. I wanted my redness gone, my acne scars gone. I had oily skin, so I wanted like the fullest, mattest coverage foundation ever. But as I was just saying, I have gotten a lot better at like refining my skincare, taking care of my skin, getting more into a routine, and I feel like I still have acne scars, of course, because I'm also a picker, but I feel like my skin is finally in a good place that I can finally embrace it with products that aren't necessarily full coverage or whatnot. So I was finally ready to try this. This is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. This is, you know, YouTube OG. Nobody talks about it anymore because a million other foundations have been produced on the market that within reason are top notch. But I don't know, I just wanted to finally give it a shot and see how it goes. This one that I picked up is in the shade Porcelain W1. I do tend to have warmer type of skin tone. So you'll see a lot of my products are warm foundation colors, and I like to go cooler on my concealer because I want to brighten. So anyhow, with all that to be said, that is the end of my beauty haul. Oh, I also, in front of me, I picked up, completely random, I went to Target. I don't even know for what. Who knows? But I picked up this little pouch bag, this zipper pouch, for $3. Okay, first of all, the quality on it is like, it's decent. I mean, it was $3. But look at the size of this thing. I mean, like, come on. I'm so excited to store a bunch of stuff in this. A few things I did try today, like I said, the primer from Hard Candy and that foundation from Profusion, and also the concealer from Laura Mercier. Super good. Oh, and the bronzer from Bare Minerals. All good in my book so far. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel to keep up with what I am uploading. If you want to be notified every time I upload a new video, go ahead and click that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I just hope you guys keep being the beautiful world changers that you are. I encourage you to share the love this week, spread peace, and be kind. So I will see you beautiful people in the next video. Bye guys.